So, if you're an entrepreneur, a builder, you've probably had that amazing app idea, but you also know that painful gap between the idea and actually turning it into a real, profitable product. Well, today we're going to look at a totally new way of doing things that promises to take you from a simple English prompt straight to a sellable app. Let's see how they pull it off.
We've all been there, haven't we? You get all excited about some new AI code generator, you throw a prompt at it, and you get something back. I call it vibe coding. It feels like you're making progress, but the second you try to stitch all those little code snippets into a real working product, boom, you hit a brick wall. And that exact frustration is what SaaSet AI was built to just completely eliminate. And this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? On the left, that's the nightmare we all know. The AI spits out one file, but now it's on you to figure out the other 5 files it needs. You're stuck installing dependencies, messing with servers, and before you know it, you're paying monthly hosting fees just to keep the thing online. SaaSet AI just flips that whole script. It's one prompt, and you get one complete working application. No setup, no hidden bills. Okay. So how on earth does it actually do that? How does it solve this massive problem? Well, the answer is it's so simple, it's actually kind of radical. It really all comes down to one single powerful decision about the architecture. This is it. This is the whole secret sauce. We're not talking about one piece of a giant, confusing puzzle. We're talking about one single, complete application. Every single app you build with SaaSet AI is just one self-contained HTML file. And when I say that's the app, I mean it. The structure, the design, the logic, everything is in that one file. It'll run anywhere you can find a web browser, a server, your laptop. You could even run your SaaS company off a USB stick. This is how you escape all that complexity, right from the very beginning. And because it's just a file that you own, by the way, you get what they call a zero lock-in guarantee. Now just think about what that really means for a second. If you cancel your subscription, your apps don't just die, they keep working forever. If SaaSet vanished off the face of the earth tomorrow, your apps would be fine. And when you sell your app, you keep 100% of the money. This is what real ownership feels like.
Look, all this technical elegance is cool for developers like me, but it's all for a bigger purpose, right? It's about building real businesses. This isn't about making little toy projects or calculators. This is about creating actual digital assets that you can go out and sell. So what does this look like in the real world? Here's a perfect example. A user built an AI-powered quiz builder to help businesses get leads. Now they're selling it as a white label product on Gumroad for £297 a pop. This isn't some prototype. It's a real product making real money, and it all started from just describing it in plain English. And it's not a fluke. The value just keeps going up. Here's another one, a tool that builds out entire online courses, with all the modules and lessons. This is selling as a white label deal for £497. This is absolute proof that you can build and sell serious, high-value software tools, not just simple little toys. And you've got so many ways to get paid. You can charge for access behind a simple paywall, like a monthly subscription. You can sell it as a one-time thing on marketplaces like AppSumo. You can do what we just saw and white label it so other businesses can rebrand it. Or, hey, run ads, offer customization as a service, or just bundle your app as a cool bonus for another product you sell. That single file approach gives you just incredible flexibility. Okay, so you're probably wondering, what's the catch? How hard is it to actually do this? Let's just walk through the process right now. It is a shockingly simple 4-step path from that idea in your head to a sellable asset in your hands. All right, step 1, describe your app. And I mean, just talk to it. Type, build me a calorie tracker that has a pie chart. That's it. Step 2, the AI just goes to work and builds the entire validated application. You can see a live preview instantly. Step 3, play with it, test it. See something you don't like, just tell the AI what to change. Make the buttons green. Done. And finally, step 4, download the HTML file. That's it. You're done. You now own a digital asset ready to go make you money. Now you do have 2 ways to build. Think of standard mode as your eager junior developer. It's super fast and it's perfect for most apps. But for those bigger, more complex projects, you can flip on advanced mode. Now this is like having a senior architect AI. It actually thinks and plans out the entire structure before it writes a single line of code. It takes a little longer, sure, but the results are just way more robust. All right, let's pump the brakes for a second. To really trust a tool, you have to know its limits.
And we're not going to sit here and pretend this thing is magic. It's incredibly powerful, for sure, but it's really important to get what it's great at and what it was intentionally not designed to do.
So here's the honest breakdown. Where does it absolutely shine? Things like interactive, single-page tools, data dashboards, content generators that pull from APIs, quizzes, lead magnets. You can even build browser games. It can handle a ton. So what is it not for? Well, anything that needs a big traditional backend. We're talking full-blown CRMs, e-commerce stores to process payments, or native mobile apps for your phone. And look, there's a really good reason for these limits. It all comes back to its biggest strength, that single-file architecture. The trade-off for having zero backend servers, zero databases, and zero dependencies is that you can't build stuff that absolutely requires those things. It's a very deliberate choice that puts ownership, simplicity, and zero running costs above everything else. So let's just tie this all together. What is the real bottom line advantage here, especially if you're a non-technical founder or a solo entrepreneur trying to make your mark?
It all boils down to this one powerful promise. You are not just renting your business. You're not building your castle on someone else's land, hoping they don't decide to change the rules on you tomorrow. You are creating a real, tangible, digital asset that you own. Completely. Period.
So here's the bottom line. The wall between your idea and a profitable product has just been smashed to bits. This is all about moving from being dependent to being independent. It's about empowering you to stop paying other people to build your vision and instead just start building it yourself right now. The only question left is, what are you going to build first?